Hello there and welcome. My name is Linda and welcome to my channel Linda T at Home. Warm welcome to everybody today, and if you think I've been missing in action, I'm going to start with an apology for not putting out a video on Tuesday as I usually do. Honestly, this week I just haven't had a moment to do anything really. I mean, I've been thinking back about what I've actually done this week and it's all been bits and pieces, but it's just not given me any time. I've been trying to dye my hair for about a week. I still haven't got round to that. I might be able to get that done tomorrow. There's a few things I've been trying to get finished. I haven't been able to finish my project downstairs, the painting and the sort of decorating that I've been talking about recently. I don't know, it's just been, and by the time it came to the time making my Tuesday's video, when I usually do it, I just thought, well, I've got to go off somewhere else now and I can't really sit and concentrate. So believe it or not, these videos I do sit and concentrate about doing them. But so I'm so sorry if I mean, I can't imagine too many of you were too broken-hearted or anything. But yeah, I'm okay. Nothing's happened. It's just life really. It's mainly been this week around schools, junior schools, well, and a bit of senior school flung in as well. So Monday, my daughter was working from here with her puppy, and the puppy was being very boisterous with my dogs, and then I had to go over and to my other daughters and meeting a friend over there, and then we went to pick up one of my granddaughters from a school over that way. I mean, none of my grandchildren live very far away. This one's only about 4 or 5 miles. Tuesday, what happened on Tuesday? Had to go with one of my daughters to a meeting at the school her boy's going to go to in September, a secondary school. So I went to a meeting there, and then I came back and I rushed around the shops, and then I had to go and pick her son, who's still at junior school, in the afternoon. And then yesterday I had to do some stuff in the morning and had to pick him up from school, and Friday I've got to pick my one of my granddaughters up from school. So it's all been a bit all over the place. I mean, it doesn't sound like much, but it just is time consuming, and I'm only fairly productive. This is as productive as I get in the early part of the day. Once it gets to evening, I'm just ready for my nana nap, and that's it. But I was thinking this week, because it's we're now on the, I don't know quite what the date is, I think it might be the 16th of July, 17th of July. It's the 17th of July, and so we've got another less than a week now, I think, for the schools. If you're outside of the UK, our children's school summer holidays, they kind of run till maybe the sort of 3rd week of July, so they're till the 20 something of July. And in this case, I think most of the schools break up 22nd, 23rd of July around here anyway, and they go back in the 1st week of September. So that's great fun for all the parents. I can tell you, trying to find stuff to do with their kids that doesn't cost them a fortune. Yeah, so it's quite a long summer spell. But I was thinking, with great nostalgia today, sorry, I'm just trying to switch my phone off because it always buzzes, doesn't it, when I'm doing this. It's quite nostalgic for me this week, because my particular grandson, who I know you don't know, which one's what or anything, but there's one I talk about quite a lot, and he's about to go up to secondary school, and he used to literally live around the corner until late last year, when him and his mum and dad and brother moved to maybe 6 or 7 miles away, which are still close. But he now needs to go out. His brother is going to go to a school out of the area from here, and so he will as well. So I'm not going to be needed for school pickup, and I've been picking up my eldest grandson. I mean, I started looking after him when his mum went back to work when he was 6 months old, and at the time his mum lived with us still. So when he was born, he lived in this house for a year before she got her own place. And so I think, probably got a little bit of a special bond with him, although he's kind of turning into a bit of an adolescent now at 11. But yeah, and I've always been, I remember taking him to playgroup, and you know, just playing with him at home, getting all the toys out and you know, giving him his feeds and shoving mashed up bananas down him. And you know, all the stuff that you do, and then taking him to nursery, then obviously going through the years at school, and he's now in year 6, so he's going up to secondary level. And of course he won't need me for that, because for a start we'll get a school bus, but it'll be out of the area, so I'm not really just round the corner, and you know, I've still got my uses, but you know, and I said to him yesterday when I picked him up, I said, oh, well, this is the last time I'm going to go up to your school, because it's, you know, you go from, he's been in the nursery and gone up to year 6 in the same kind of complex, same school. He hasn't gone from a separate nursery or anything, so he's been there since he was about 3 or whatever it is, 3 or going on 4. And I've moved around and picking him up from all the different classes around the school, and whilst maintaining not to have to socialise with any of the other people there. So you know, I've kept my gift for that. And yeah, it's going to be really weird that now he comes and he comes out of school without supervision, you know, because he's in year 6. He finds my car, because I always park it in the same place, creature of habit. And we drive home, and he'll say something to me first when he gets in the car, and then it's mostly silence, apart from, what kind of pizza have I got, Nan? And can I have an ice cream, or things like that, you know. And yeah, so I'm going to miss that. Of course I still see them, but it's been part of my weekly routine. And obviously you're you know, available for other, I'm available for other children that need to be picked up. And my granddaughter I'm picking up tomorrow, that used to be a more regular thing in her last school year. But anyway, I don't know, you don't need all this detail, do you? But it's just, it's as a grandparent, you know, you're on a very limited time to be, you know, for your grandchildren to be interested in you. I mean, God knows they're not interested in their parents once they get past a certain age. But, you know, you've had lots of input and collecting them and taking them to places and, you know, having them over for sleeps or whatever else it involves. But the older they get, you know, they get their own lives. And I did the same myself. I wasn't interested in my grandparents. Of course, it's a different time then, and it wasn't the involvement that we have so much now. But anyway, so I'm feeling quite nostalgic about all that. If you haven't fast forwarded me too far, I'm sorry to go on a bit, but yeah, it's been a bit of a week. So tomorrow, picking my granddaughter up from her school, it's the last time I'll ever have to go there, because she's changing school. She's not that old yet, but her parents are moving, so she's going to a school in her new area. So but I should be quite pleased not to have to go to that school, because it's kind of, oh, it's just a bit of a pain in the neck, really. But anyway, so that's what has been taking my time this week. And as I say, apologies. So I'll probably just do this video this week, but I do have some stuff I can show you. It's just I had to go into town this morning, and I had to go to the bank, so I went into the shopping centre, and I've been looking in a couple of shops. If I don't know, you probably won't remember, but oh, I can show you this. Do you remember this wallpaper I bought from Dunelm? I bought this 2 or 3 weeks ago to go in my cupboard downstairs, and I've decided, I've had a rethink on what I want to do. I'm just moving this camera, I don't know, it's a bit too high. In that cupboard, so I was going to take them both back, but then I realised, of course, like an idiot, I'd opened this, so I'm probably still going to use this somewhere. But I've had a different idea for the decorating in that downstairs cupboard, so but I haven't got any further with that yet. That's probably going to happen this week with a bit of luck. Something else I was going to mention to you, this managed to get some of this week as well. Do you remember I said I couldn't find it in where did I look? I can't remember. Oh, Boots. And I bought that stuff that was for, oh, I don't know, it was a Boots brand, wasn't it? And it just smelled horrible. So I've now got this 65 plus L'Oreal, can you see, 65 plus L'Oreal Wrinkle Expert. and it's expert at giving you wrinkles. And yeah, so I'm going to start using this, and so I won't have to go around smelling like chicken korma all the time. I noticed that Tina from Tina's Talk Time tried this on the strength of me mentioning it, and I don't know whether she's continued with it or not, whether she's had any, if she likes it. I'll have to look on her videos, see whether she's mentioned it, or perhaps if any of you have seen, perhaps you'd let me know, because it's a bit of a responsibility when you say you like something and someone goes out and buys it on the strength of that and they don't like it. I suppose it's a bit like anything. But the only thing with this is, and I think I mentioned it at the time, it doesn't have any, as far as I can see, any SPF in it, which I don't really understand. But this was £4.98 anyway, so it's quite affordable, much cheaper than that curry smelling one I got from Boots. Right, so I'm going to show you the bits I got today. They're nothing scintillating, but well, I'll show you this dress first. So I went into Yours. We've got a Yours shop in Watford, and it was loads of stuff was in the sale, but even the stuff that wasn't, there's nothing in there that appealed to me at all. And I saw that what do you call it, I want to say Primark, I don't mean that, what's the other one, the Peacocks, they had a 70% off sale. I don't really, although I went in because I saw the banner, it's not my particular thing to go and buy something in the sale, because I don't think I've ever bought anything in a sale that I've got my money's worth out of. So I'm not really too fussed about sales. But I saw this, and this wasn't in the sale anyway, and I'll show you, move you back a bit. So it's from Peacocks. Now, I've been a bit brave and I bought a size 18 because if you're a regular viewer, you'll know I'm trying to lose some weight, and I have lost a little bit. I'm not going to go on about that in this video, but I'm thinking I've got to keep going. I've got no choice really if I want to get all this medical stuff seen to. So I've gone with a size 18. I don't really know. I did pick up the 20, which I usually am, and I probably still am, but I'm hoping this might fit. Anyway, it's a dress. It's £25, and I like this because there's loads of stuff with spaghetti straps on in the shops, and I'm not really a spaghetti strap sort of person. I think I bought a dress from F&F recently that's got spaghetti straps on, but I'm only going to wear that when I've got a denim jacket or something over the top. I mean, all this business here. And I thought they were quite nice straps. Got 1, 2, 4, 5 buttons on the front. It's like a sort of coffee and cream colour, I suppose, and just a long plain skirt. Now, I will try it on at the end of the video if you're interested. It might be far too small at the moment, but if it is, I'll just hang on to it because I'm determined to get some of this weight shifted. Yeah, but you know, if it looks terrible on the arms, I might put a little jacket on or something to show you. I don't really like showing people my arms. But anyway, so that's that, and that was £25 from Peacocks. What else did I buy? I went into B&M, and I got, what did I get in there? Oh, that's that. I should really, let me just sort out these into piles. The sensible thing is to start with Dunelm because I got a refund of £18. I thought it was £16, that wallpaper, but it was £18. So I thought I'll have a little look round and see if there's anything roughly to that value. And I've got some more of these drying balls. You can see they were £2.50. Now, I had some of these. I probably mentioned it in a previous video, but it would have been ages ago now. Had some of these that I was using, and they just disappeared. And I know you're thinking, well, look in the pillows, look in the corner of your fitted sheets, look here, look there. I've looked everywhere for these blooming things, and they might still turn up, but I've moved stuff around in that room several times, you know, for just cleaning or just moving stuff, getting rid of some stuff we had in there and making a bit more space. and I can't find them. They're not in the airing cupboard because, as you know, I've had everything out. I've reorganised that, so I've lost 2 of them. I mean, they got to be somewhere, and I bet they turn up now. I bought these. So anyway, I bought 2 of these. I've actually had to use my tumble dryer today because it's all sort of spitty with rain. This caught my eye. I'm going to mention the D word. This is a, oh, hang on. No, this isn't. I thought this was a, oh, that's weird. So this is a hair removal brush for fabric, but I thought it was in the pets, near the pets bit. Well, they don't do a lot of pets bit, and I thought this would be nice to like groom my dogs. So my dogs are schnauzers and they have beards, and they were groomed yesterday, so they look lovely at the moment. But the groomer keeps their beards really short for me because when they eat, over a period of time, it doesn't happen immediately, they get stuff caught in their beards, and because they don't eat dry food, and it kind of mats after a while, and especially one of them won't let you go anywhere near her to get this stuff out. And I thought, and I've got a dog brush that has got quite rigid bristles, and I thought if I start to use something that's fairly soft, so this is silicone. I mean, obviously you can use it to get hair off your fabric as well, but I thought if I start using this, which won't, I don't think, catch in their beards and pull, it might get them used to me doing it, rather than, it's such a battle with both of them really. So anyway, that was £2. So you know, obviously it's a brush, I can use it for whatever I like, but it's I can see now it's got a scrapey thing and a but I don't really need to get fluff off of food, off of fabric, so or hair really. I don't have to get, oh, maybe it means dog hair removal brush, but we don't really have any, they don't have any hair droppage, or hardly any schnauzers anyway, so I never see any hair around. Might see the occasional one, so that doesn't mean never, does it? But yeah, they're ever so good at, that's why I allow them on the bed and everything, because I don't have to clean all that stuff up, and they're not on your clothes or anything. So anyway, I'm going to have a go with that and see if that might be more palatable for them. So yeah, that was a doggy thing, sorry. And I also bought a 4-pack of steel scourers for £2. It's all exciting stuff, isn't it? Because I thought, well, every now and again you need a scourer, don't you? And we needed one the other day because we'd spilt some paint on the like wooden floor. It's laminate flooring, or not spilt, it drips, and it was me, nobody else. We had a Brillo pad, just a Brillo pad left in under the kitchen cupboard, and in the under kitchen cupboard, and we just used that, and it got it off a tree. And so you need something like that, but with Brillo pads you can't really use them more than once, can you, because they go a bit funny. And I thought, yeah, for £2 this might do the job. Bit of a metal scourer. There's 4 of them in here. These things, I mean, you know, they might not be any good. Oh, by the way, do you remember a few weeks ago I bought a green silicone plug thing for my kitchen sink, because the little basket thing that stops all the food going down the down the plug, Freudian slip. There should be 2, and one's got lost over time. I don't know, because we've got, you know, 2 sinks, 2 sinks, and so I have to keep chopping and changing the little basket thing into each plug depending on what I'm washing. And so I thought, well, when I saw that in Dunelm, I thought, oh, I'll buy that and see if that helps. And I found it completely useless to start with, but I'm not sure now whether it's completely useless or I've just not taken any notice of the fact that it isn't quite as useless as I thought, but I just didn't notice that it's getting better. So it's having a, I know that doesn't make sense, but that's having a second try. You know, it's on borrowed time. If it doesn't do the job properly, it's going. But it was when I started using it, I should have brought it out with me and shown you what I mean, because if you've never seen me before, you don't know what I'm talking about. But it's like a little silicone thing that you fit in the plug, and it's got little drainage holes in it, but it catches bits of food or anything you need to be caught, to not allow it down the drain, into the drain. And yeah, I thought, well, if this is one of those things that just isn't fit for its purpose, but it doesn't seem to be too bad now, so maybe I'll keep it. I'm going off at a tangent again, aren't I? I bought some of this to clean my washing machine. This is a Fabulosa, and this is pink grapefruit. There's 2 doses for your washing machine in there, I believe. Yeah, 2 shots. Prevents bad odours. Yeah, that's all I can say about that, really. I didn't think I needed that when I went out, but I saw it and I thought I probably should do my washing machine. I bought some Subflora Power Bathroom from, oh sorry, this is in B&M. I should tell you how much this was. You probably know better than me because I hardly ever shop in there. This was £2.39, I think, £2.35, something like that. Because I was thinking I could buy a cheaper one than that, but then I thought, I don't know, I like things that smell nice. This is sweet freesia and jasmine. I thought, oh, that smells nice. And if you're spraying stuff around, if this is kind of your job in life, is cleaning things, and you're spraying stuff from time to time, you want it to smell nice, don't you? So I got this. So bathroom, power bathroom, removes soap, scum and lime scale, and I do need to give my bathroom a really good clean. It's been sadly lacking. I mean, it's, you know, it's okay. I clean the sink and the toilet and everything that's in there, but the whole of it needs a good clean. And the last thing I bought today was Glass Buddy cleaning sponges. This is £1.50, a 2-pack. The brand appears to be Sparkle and Shine, and they're these little jobbies. And I have a glass that I use, the same glass, just sits by the sink, and I use that for trying to keep my, you know, drinking enough water during the day, which I don't think I do, but I'm better than I was. And also I take my beta blocker and my statin, and I've always got a glass there. I don't sort of dry it and put it in the cupboard. I just leave it there, and then obviously I wash it and use it again. And current husband always uses the same glass every night for a drink when he goes up to bed. But when you live in an area like this, which is so hard on, you know, the lime scale in this area is absolutely appalling. Anything you do, my kettle, I clean the inside of my kettle quite regularly because it just scales up, and it's even on the outside of the pouring, what do you call that pouring thing? The pouring bit, you know, the jug, the bit that you pour the water out of. And so I need to clean that as well, and I hadn't noticed that. I just kind of thought, oh, well, all the lime scale's inside, but it's on the outside of the kettle as well, where the pory bit is. So yeah, I just need something, and I'll give that a try. And these, well, this is a try on because it does lime scale, and this to give the glasses a good old scrub, because yeah, they just all lime scale up. It's an absolute nightmare. I know it's not as bad as this everywhere, but other places other than where I live are like that. I think it all depends on where your water comes from and the rocks that they run down or through or whatever. I looked it all up once. I looked loads of stuff up and then I just forget it. So that's kind of it for today. I don't think this is too long, you'll be glad to know. As I say, I probably won't do a video for Friday because I've got quite a lot to do for Friday, but I will come back to you again on Tuesday unless anything, you know, drastic happens, which I don't foresee that. I don't have to do a school pickup next Tuesday because well, I just don't. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I will get on to doing the finishing off this DIY job downstairs, so you can see that. I mean, it's not earth-shatteringly different, but yeah, it's just trying to move things around, make a bit more room. I've just got this obsession with reorganizing things, and I think in my brain that's the thing. I'm not very good at being organised, but I think I am, and I do something, I think that's going to work perfectly, and then it doesn't, and then I think, oh, there must be a better way of doing it, so I do it again. I seem to have this mania for like cupboards and, you know, I'm not like that for, you know, doing things. I can't explain it really. So if I organising my day. Yeah, I suppose I am a bit, because if I organise my day, if I've got something that I've got to do, or 3 or 4 things I've got to do in a day, I go through my head loads and loads of times of when I'm going to do them. So, and I try and think of things like if I've got to go out somewhere, I try and go early so I can avoid most of the crowds of people. I know that I'm going to get parked easily. You know, when I'm walking around the shops, I'm going in an order that all makes sense to me, and I suppose we all do that, but I seem to it seems to bother me more than other people. And then I don't like to stay out too long, so I come home, and then if I've forgotten it, and I think, you know, I forget all sorts of things. I'm trying to get into writing lists on my phone. My daughter showed me an app for that the other day, but because I write lists out, physical lists, and I just leave them at home. But anyway, I'm not probably making a lot of sense now, but I do feel that you know, I try and reorganise my house. If I think it's not working, I think, well, there's a better way of doing it, but somehow it never is quite right, and then I'll get another idea, and then I'll change my mind. Honestly, I must be a bit of a nightmare to live with. Breathe. Right, thank you, thank you for watching. As I say, I'll come back with something different next week, something a bit more, I don't know, interesting perhaps. Have a great weekend. I will, yeah, I'll see you next week. Let me know if you've got any comments about the stuff I've bought, or any tips for organising things that you know, I might not have thought of. I will try this dress on. I won't forget, I'll try this dress on and I'll show you if it doesn't look too hideous, but it might be too small still. But I'm gonna, like I say, I'm gonna hang on to it, and I might come back next week and do a little update on this diet thing I'm doing, and the medication that I'm taking to try and help lose weight, and give you some of my thoughts so far on it. Yeah, I'll do that. I won't go on to talk about that now because it's not everyone's cup of cocoa. So I will see you next week. Take care, have a great weekend, and bye for now. Right, this is the top of the dress. I think it's all right. I quite like, I mean, you know, we're talking about a Peacocks dress here. It's probably not the most well-made garment in the world, but I quite like these straps. I think that's kind of a bit more flattering. I mean, you know, my arms are horrible. Not much I can do about that. So this is the top of it. I'll just show you a bit of a close-up of this bit, and then I'll go further backwards and try and show you that. Right, this is always quite difficult. I do admire anybody that can do these try-on hauls. I don't think it, sorry, I haven't got a microphone, so I don't think it's too small, and I think it looks all right. I hope you can see all right. I know I'm not very good at these things. I would say it's about 6 inches above my ankles. Yeah, so let me know what you think. They did have a 20 in there, but as I say, I thought I'd just try my luck with an 18 and see how I go. You know, if you think it looks dreadful, just let me know and I will wait till I get thinner, if that day ever comes, of course. Yeah, so again, bye bye, see you next week, have a great weekend, and yeah, bye for now.